Numbers 13. All right. Hello, everyone. Happy Sabbath. Going to do a Bible reading slash Bible study today. We were in the book of Numbers last time, so I'm going to go to Numbers 13. We ended off at Numbers chapter 12 last time. So I'll bring everything over here. It looks like in the Dead Sea Scroll reading, we don't have any to compare in 13. So you can go to look in here. Chapter 13. Yeah, doesn't look like they got anything, so we'll just read in the Samaritan Pentateuch here. Numbers chapter 13. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, Send thou men, that they may search the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel. Of every tribe of their fathers shall you send a man, every one a ruler among them. And Moses by the commandment of Yahuwah sent them from the wilderness of Paran. All those men were heads of the children of Israel, and these were their names: of the tribe of Reuben, Shemua the son of Zakur; of the tribe of Simeon, Shaphat the son of Hori; of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh; of the tribe of Issachar, Egal the son of Joseph; of the tribe of Ephraim, Oshea the son of Nun; of the tribe of Benjamin, Palti the son of Raphu; of the tribe of Zebulun, Gadiel the son of Sodi; of the tribe of Joseph, namely of the tribe of Manasseh, Gadi the son of Susi; of the tribe of Dan, Amiel the son of Gemali; of the tribe of Asher, Sethur the son of Michael; of the tribe of Naphtali, Nabi the son of Vophsi; of the tribe of Gad, Guel the son of Maki. These are the names of the men which Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Oshea the son of Nun Jehoshua. It's interesting that the Samaritan Pentateuch has that. And Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan, and said unto them, Get you up this way southward, and go up into the mountain. And before the 1500s, we didn't have a J. So that wouldn't be a J, that'd be a Y. Yehoshua. And see the land, what it is, and the people that dwell therein, whether they be strong or weak, few or many, and what the land is that they dwell in, whether it be good or bad, and what cities they be that they dwell in, whether in tents or in strongholds, and what the land is, whether it be fat or lean, whether there be wood therein or not. And be ye of good courage, and bring of the fruit of the land. Now the time was the time of first ripe grapes. So they went up and came and searched the land from the wilderness of Zin unto Rehob, as men come to Hamath. And they ascended by the south and came unto Hebron, where Ahiman, Shishai, and Talmai, the children of Anak, were the giants. Now Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. And it's interesting, I think that in the Dead Sea Scrolls in the time of Abraham, it mentions the land of Zoan, or Pharaoh Zoan. And they came unto the brook of Eshcol. Now Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. That'd be very old. Yep. And they came into the brook Eshcol and cut down from thence a branch with one cluster of grapes, and they bare it between two upon a staff. And they brought of the pomegranates and of the figs. The place was called the brook Eshcol, because of the cluster of grapes which the children of Israel cut down from thence. And they returned from searching of the land after 40 days. And they went and came to Moses and to Aaron and to all the congregation of the children of Israel unto the wilderness of Paran, to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them and unto all the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land. And they told him and said, We came unto the land whither thou sentest us, and surely it floweth with milk and honey, and this is the fruit of it. Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled and very great. And moreover, we saw the children of Anak there. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south, and the Hittites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea, and by the coast of Jordan. Canaan took Shem's inheritance, where Israel would be. And Caleb stilled the people before Moses, and said to him, Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it. But the men that went up with him said, We be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. And they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, The land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof, and all the people that we saw in it are men of great stature. And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers. So we were in their sight, and they are complaining, sons of Israel, in tents of them, and they are saying, Yahuwah hates us because he brought us out of the land of Egypt to give us in hand of the Amorites to destroy us. How we will ascend, and brothers of us, and loads of us. And in their hearts they were saying, Great and many they are, and the cities great and built up in heavens. And moreover, sons of Nephim we saw there. Nephim. This was found in the Book of Jubilees, found in the Dead Sea Scrolls, kept by the Levites, kept in the Ethiopian Bible for centuries. Is scripture written by Moses, quoted as Torah or law by the Levites in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Where's that? What was I looking for here? Yep, chapter 6. So Nephim. Was it 6? Let's see here. That's one good thing about the Sefer app. I don't like some of their stuff, but the app is useful. If you get the Sefer app, you can look. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a search option, and they have Enoch and Jubilees in there, which their translation is not perfect, but you can go to Jubilees and say search for giants, and it brings up all the passages in the Sefer anyways that would have giants in them. So a good quick search for some of the removed books. And there we go. Chapter 7, verse 22. So it makes it's very helpful. Very, very helpful sometimes. Okay, so Jubilee 7:22, and they begot sons, the Nephidim, and they were all unlike, and they devoured one another, and the giants slew the Nephil. So the giants slew the Nephil, and the Nephil slew the Eljo, and the Eljo mankind. So these are 4 classes of the giants. Giants, Nephil, Eljo, or 3 classes? Yeah, 3 classes. Eljo slew mankind, and one man another. So you see the Nephil slew the Eljo. If you go over here, moreover, sons of Nephim we saw there. Nephim, that'll be so 1333. Go to Septuagint. Septuagint is very handy for giant passages. KJV, they've scrubbed it clean. So 33 there, indeed we saw the giants, and we were before them like grasshoppers. Indeed, we were nothing else before them. So some of the verse chapter breaks don't line up, but we can go to the next chapter because we read that before. Oh, it's missing. Ooh, maybe they scrubbed it out of Thompson here. Brenton Septuagint 13. There we saw the giants, and were before them as locusts, yea, even so were we before them. Yeah. Okay, so we got something in the Samaritan Pentateuch. We got a lot in the Samaritan Pentateuch that is missing from the Septuagint. Not surprising. 13. They can't keep their grubby hands off of stuff. Yeah, same thing in the KJV. So the Septuagint, KJV, Aramaic Targums, 13. And there, okay. So you got to kind of guess for the chapter breaks in the Aramaic Targums. So this is Pseudo-Jonathan, Targums on Akello, Pseudo-Jonathan. The country through which we passed to explore it is a land that killeth its inhabitants with diseases, and all the people who are in it are giants, masters of evil ways. And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, of the race of the giants. We appeared to ourselves to be as locusts, and so we appeared to them. So that is very interesting. Moreover, the sons of the Nephim were there. The Nephil. Not 100% sure, but that could be it right there. I'm not sure if I got it zoomed in enough so you can see it, but the Nephil. And Sephir's got Nephilim slew the Nephil, and the Nephil slew the Elio, and the Elio mankind. Yeah. Anyways, that's interesting. And he is saying Moses to Israel, not you shall be afraid, and not you shall fear them, as Yahuwah Elohim is the one going before you. He shall fight for you as he did for you in Egypt before your eyes, and in the wilderness that you see. He will lift you up, Yahuwah Elohim, as the man lifts up the son of him, in all the way which you will go until you come to this place. And speaking so, you're not trusting in Yahuwah Elohim, the one going before you. Oh, he's rebuking them. Yep. How will we ascend, and brothers of us, and loads of us? In their hearts they were saying, great and many they are, cities great and built up in the heavens. In speaking so, you're not trusting in Yahuwah Elohim, the one going before you. So he's greater than them. To seek out for you the place of the encampment, and the fire by night, to meet you in the way that you go, and in the cloud by day. So that's an interesting little extra bit from Numbers chapter 13 there that is gone in modern translations. See, we got Jebusites here. Jebusites. Sneaky. Yep, Jebusites is in there. Hittites, Amalekites, Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites, Canaanites, children of Anak. Amalekites, Hittites, Hivites, Jebusites, Amorites, Canaanites. And what's the verse number? Yeah, 29. 29. Not even in there. That's Numbers. Oh, Numbers 14. Okay. I'm on the wrong page here. Sorry about that. And Amalekite dwells in the land of the south. Hittite, Evite, Jebusite, Amorite, Canaanite. Yep. Okay. 14. Sorry, I get a little sidetracked sometimes. And all the congregation, Numbers chapter 14, lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto them, Would Yahuwah that we had died in the land of Egypt, or would Yahuwah we had died in this wilderness? And wherefore hath Yahuwah brought us into this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be a prey? Were it not better for us to return into Egypt? And they said one to another, Let us make a captain, and let us return into Egypt. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. And Joshua the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes. And they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, The land which we passed through to search it is an exceeding good land. If Yahuwah delight in us, then he will bring us into this land, and give it us, a land which floweth with milk and honey. Only rebel not against Yahuwah, neither fear ye the people of the land, for they are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them, and Yahuwah is with us. Fear them not. But all the congregation bade stone them with stones, and the glory of Yahuwah appeared in the tabernacle of the congregation before all the children of Israel. And Yahuwah said unto Moses, How long will this people provoke me, and how long will it be ere they believe me, for all the signs which I have showed among them? I will smite them with pestilence, and disinherit them. Inheritance, and will make of thee and the house of your father a greater nation and mightier than they. And Moses said unto Yahuwah, Then the Egyptians shall hear it, for thou broughtest up this people in thy might from among them, and they will tell it to the inhabitants of this land, for they have heard that thou, Yahuwah, art among this people, and that thou, Yahuwah, art seen face to face. That's an interesting point there. So they seen him face to face. Churchianity teaches that the Father came down, right? John 6:46, not that any man hath seen the Father, save this he which is of Yahuwah, he hath seen the Father. Every man. Where's another passage at? Makes it a little bit more clear. Here we go. John 1:18. No man has seen God at any time. No man. The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he hath declared him. And here we go. John 5:37. And the Father himself, which hath sent me, hath borne witness of me. You have neither heard his voice at any time, nor seen his shape. First Timothy 6:16, who only hath immortality, dwelling in light which no man can approach unto, whom no man hath seen nor can see, to whom be honor and power everlasting. Also, the Messiah said, "You see the Father through him." So who did Israel see face to face? The Messiah. Who gave him the commandments? The Messiah. He came down. The Father's, the Son, in his authority. He come down. The blood sprinkled the people. Moses sprinkled the people with blood. The marriage covenant, they married to the Messiah. And that thy cloud, that's why he had to come and die. And that thy cloud standeth over them, that thou goest before them by daytime in a pillar of a cloud, and in a pillar of fire by night. Now if thou shalt kill all this people as one man, then the nations which have heard the fame of thee will speak, saying, because Yahuwah was not able to bring this people into the land which he sware unto them, therefore he hath slain them in the wilderness. And now I beseech thee, let the power of my master be great, according as thou hast spoken, saying, Yahuwah is long-suffering and of great mercy and of truth, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and the fourth generation. Pardon, I beseech thee, the iniquity of this people according unto the greatness of thy mercy, as thou hast forgiven this people from Egypt even until now. And Yahuwah said, I have pardoned according to thy word, but as truly as I live, all the earth shall be filled with the glory of Yahuwah. Because all those men which have seen my glory and my miracles, which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tempted me now these 10 times, and have not hearkened to my voice, surely they shall not see the land which I swear to give unto their fathers, neither shall any of them that provoked me see it. But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him, and hath followed me fully, him will I bring into the land wherewith he went, and his seed shall possess it. Now the Amalekites and the Canaanites dwelt in the valley. Tomorrow turn you and get you into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, How long shall I bear with this evil congregation, which murmur against me? I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel, which they murmur against me. Say unto them, As truly as I live, saith Yahuwah, as you have spoken in mine ears, so will I do to you. Your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness, and all that were numbered of you, according to your whole number, from 20 years old and upward, which have murmured against me. Doubtless you shall not come into the land, concerning which I swear to make you dwell therein, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua the son of Nun. So 20 years old and upward. That's where he's counting from. 20 up. 19 below, he's not counting them. But your little ones, which you said should be a prey, them will I bring in, and they shall know the land which you have despised. But as for you, your carcasses, they shall fall in the wilderness. And your children shall wander in the wilderness 40 years, and bear your whoredoms, until your carcasses be wasted in the wilderness. After the number of the days in which you search the land, even 40 days, each day for a year, shall you bear your iniquities, even 40 years, and you shall know my breach of promise. I, Yahuwah, have said, I will surely do it unto all this evil congregation that are gathered together against me in this wilderness. They shall be consumed, and there they shall die. And the men which Moses sent to search the land, who returned and made all the congregation to murmur against him, by bringing up a slander upon the land, even those men that did bring up the evil report upon the land, died by the plague before Yahuwah. But Joshua the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of the men that went to search the land, lived still. And Moses told these sayings unto all the children of Israel, and the people mourned greatly. And they rose up early in the morning, and got them up into the top of the mountain, saying, Lo, we be here, and will go up into the place which Yahuwah hath promised, for we have sinned. And Yahuwah Elohim saying to Moses, Speak to them that not you shall ascend, and not you shall battle, as there is no me within you. It's weird phrasing. And you will be defeated before faces of your enemies. What verse is that? 40? 40. Oh, stop popping up here. Good grief. 40. There. All right. Numbers 14:40. Rising early in the next morning, they went to the top of the mountain. Behold, here we are. We will go up to the place which Yahuwah hath said, for we have sinned. Let's see. Yep, 41 in here. Though Moses said, why do you transgress the command of Yahuwah? Things will not prosper for you. Do not go up, for Yahuwah is not with you. You will therefore fall before the faces of your enemies. Yep. And Moses said, wherefore now do you transgress the commandment of Yahuwah? But it shall not prosper. Go not up, for Yahuwah is not among you, that you be not smitten before your enemies. For the Amalekites and the Canaanites are there before you, and you shall fall by the sword. Because you are turned away from Yahuwah, therefore Yahuwah will not be with you. But they presumed to go up unto the hilltop. Nevertheless, the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah and Moses departed not out of the camp. Then the Amalekites came down, and the Canaanites which dwelt in that hill to meet them, and they are chasing them according to the words, and smote them and discomforted them even unto Hormah, and they are returning to the camp. That's odd wording for chapter 14. Notwithstanding this, they obstinately went up to the top of the mountain, but the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah and Moses did not depart out of the camp. The Amalekites and Canaanites who were in ambush on the mountain came down, drove them back, smote them even to Hermon, so they returned to the camp. Interesting. Nothing for 15 either. Wow. So Numbers chapter 15, and Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when you be come into the land of your habitations, which I give unto you, and will make an offering by fire unto Yahuwah, a burnt offering, or a sacrifice in performing a vow, or in a freewill offering. And that's something interesting I learned from Adam at Parable of the Vineyard. If you go to Numbers 15, he starts talking about the offerings. I actually learned a lot from him. Praise Yah. So, offering by fire, H801. Kind of go in and look. Burnt offering. All the times it's used. And you go to so burnt offering and freewill offering would be different. Freewill offering. Nadalba, if however you pronounce that. Spontaneous. All the times it's used. So it's different. I don't understand it completely, but it's interesting how there's different. They're obviously different, but you go to, let's see, offering. And there's different, let's see here, like burnt offering. Especially when you get into Leviticus. I think that's what Adam was studying. He was going through Leviticus. Burnt offering. Let's see here. And it kind of bleeds over into the prophets too, because there's different kind of offerings we can offer now that correspond to the old offerings. The meat offering, say. Kind of complicated to me, but Adam explained it well. So, it's very interesting. So, let's see. Yep, and you make an offering by fire unto Yahuwah, a burnt offering or a sacrifice in performing a vow, or in a freewill offering. So, you got burnt offering, or sacrifice in performing a vow, or in a freewill offering, or in your solemn feast. So 4 different things. To make a sweet savor unto Yahuwah of the herd or of the flock, then shall he that offereth his offering unto Yahuwah bring a meat offering. See, then he'll bring a meat offering of a 10th deal of fine of flour mingled with the 4th part of a hin of oil. And it's interesting. It's a meat offering. It's like you're taking flour, like you would bread chicken tenders or something. So breaded. And the 4th part of a hin of wine for a drink offering. Don't quote me on that. But so we got a drink offering. Shalt thou prepare with the burnt offering or sacrifice for 1 lamb, or for a ram thou shalt prepare for a meat offering 2/10 deals of flour mingled with the 3rd part of a hin of oil. And for a drink offering thou shalt offer the 3rd part of a hin of wine for a sweet savor unto Yahuwah. And when thou preparest a bullock for a burnt offering or for a sacrifice in performing a vow or peace offerings unto Yahuwah, then shall he bring with the bullock a meat offering of 3/10 deals of flour mingled with half a hin of oil. And you got the wine there. And they have in the Dead Sea Scrolls the festival of new wine. Thou shalt bring for a drink offering half a hin of wine for an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto Yahuwah. Thus shall it be done for 1 bullock, or for 1 ram, or for a lamb or a kid. According to the number of them you shall prepare, so shall you do to every one according to their number. All that are born of the country shall do these things after this manner, an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto Yahuwah. And if a stranger sojourn with you, or whosoever be among you in your generations, and will offer an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto Yahuwah, as you do, so he shall do. 1 ordinance shall be both for you of the congregation, and also for the Gentile, stranger, foreigner, that sojourneth with you. An ordinance forever in your generations, as you are, so shall the stranger be before Yahuwah. 1 law and 1 manner shall be for you. So it wasn't just Israel that got the law. Gentiles got it too. Israel was the light to the nations. And for the stranger that sojourneth with you, 1 law for the stranger also. Not just Israel. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When you come into the land whither I bring you, then it shall be that when you eat of the bread of the land, you shall offer up a heave offering unto Yahuwah. You shall offer up a cake of the first of your dough for a heave offering, as you do the heave offering of the threshing floor, so shall you heave it. Of the first of your dough you shall give unto Yahuwah a heave offering in your generations. So heave offering would be something different too. Let's see. Heave offering. Way over my head, but it's very interesting. So heave offering. So wave offering. Tanupa. And really, to get the full meaning, you got to go back into the old words. Yep, wave offering. Wave offering. Heave offering. Teruma. Contribution, offering, grain, money. Very interesting. And if you have erred and not observed all these commandments which Yahuwah hath spoken unto Moses, even all that Yahuwah hath commanded you by the hand of Moses, from the day that Yahuwah commanded Moses, and henceforward among your generations, then it shall be, if aught be committed by ignorance without the knowledge of the congregation, that all the congregation shall offer 1 young bullock for a burnt offering, for a sweet savor unto Yahuwah, with his meat offering and his drink offering, according to the manner, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for all the congregation of the children of Israel, and it shall be forgiven them, for it is ignorance. And they shall bring their offering, a sacrifice made by fire unto Yahuwah, So he makes a distinction between from a sin of ignorance and a sin of willful sin. And their sin offering before Yahuwah for their ignorance, and it shall be forgiven all the congregation of the children of Israel, and the stranger that sojourneth among them, seeing all the people were in ignorance. See, he knows if we're in ignorance or not. And if any soul sin through ignorance, then he shall bring a she-goat of the first year for a sin offering, and the priest shall make an atonement for the soul that sinneth ignorantly, when he sinneth by ignorance before Yahuwah, who's our high priest, the Messiah, to make an atonement for him, and it shall be forgiven him. You shall have one law for him that sinneth through ignorance, both for him that is born among the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourneth among them. But the soul that doeth aught presumptuously, whether he be born in the land or a stranger, the same reproacheth Yahuwah, and that soul shall be cut off from among his people. Because he hath despised the word of Yahuwah, and hath broken his commandment, that soul shall be utterly cut off. Utterly be cut off. His iniquity shall be upon him. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day, and they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron, and unto all the congregation. And they put him in ward, because it was not declared what should be done to him. And Yahuwah said unto Moses, the man shall surely be put to death. So if there was nothing wrong with him gathering sticks, our Father in heaven would not say, put him to death. Gathering sticks on the Sabbath is work. It is breaking the Sabbath. That's not being legalistic. That's just using your brain. He gathered sticks. He was put to death. Our Father in heaven is not, he don't go two different ways. It's either right or it's wrong. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. And all the congregation brought him without the camp and stoned him with stones, and he died, as Yahuwah commanded Moses. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a riband of blue, and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that you may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of Yahuwah, and do them, and that you seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which you used to go a whoring, that you may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy unto Yahuwah. I am Yahuwah your Elohim, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, to be your Elohim. I am Yahuwah your Elohim. So right after he says, make fringes on the borders of your garments, so you can remember and do commandments and be holy. Peter says, 1 Peter 1:16, because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy. He's quoting Leviticus there, but the Father says it plenty of times. In Jubilees, Noah see, in Jubilees chapter 7, 2, and he made wine. Noah made wine therefrom, and put it in a vessel, and kept it until the 5th year, until the first day, on the new moon of the first month. And he celebrated with joy the day of this feast. And he burned a sacrifice, 1 young ox, 1 ram, 7 sheep, each a year old, and a kid of the goats, that he might make atonement thereby for himself and his sons. Yep, and he prepared the kid first, and placed some of its blood on the flesh that was on the altar which he had made, and all the fat he laid on the altar where he made the burnt sacrifice, and the ox and the ram and the sheep. He laid all their flesh upon the altar, and he placed all their offerings mingled with oil upon it. And afterwards he sprinkled wine on the fire which he had previously made on the altar, and he placed incense on the altar, and caused a sweet savor to ascend acceptable before Yahuwah his Elohim. And he rejoiced and drank of this wine, he and his children, with joy. So, did Noah have the law of Moses? No, he had the law of our Father in heaven. He knew how to make sacrifices. And you'll see Abraham doing the exact same thing. What's he doing over here? He's giving it back to the children of Israel, what they had forgotten. Numbers 16. Now, let's see. Let's look over here. Oh, we got some. Dead Sea Scrolls. So, let's see. I got a pretty good bit there. Numbers chapter 16, scroll 4Q27. Now Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, with Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, son of Reuben, took some men. They rose up before Moses with some of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the congregation, called to the assembly, and men of renown. They assembled themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said to them, You take too much on yourself, since all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and Yahuwah is among them. Why do you lift yourselves up above Yahuwah's assembly? When Moses heard it, he fell on his face. He said to Korah and to all his company, In the morning Yahuwah will show who are his, and who is holy, and will cause him to come near to him, even him whom he shall choose. He will cause to come near to him. Do this, have Korah and all his company take censers, put fire in them, and put incense on them before Yahuwah tomorrow. It shall be that the man whom Yahuwah chooses, he shall be holy. You have gone too far, you sons of Levi. So that's Moses rebuking sons of Levi. Moses said to Korah and to all his company. So this would be in the Dead Sea Scrolls, but missing in our modern Bibles. It's number 16, verse 8. Number 16, 8. Yep, see. And Moses said unto Korah, Hear, I pray you, sons of Levi. Number 16, 8. Septuagint. Moreover, Moses said to Korah, Hearken to me, you sons of Levi. 16, 8. Yep. Hearken to me, you sons of Levi. So all the translations are missing. Yep. Same thing. Not a big deal, but I'm still missing some stuff. Moses said to Korah and to all his company. So it wasn't just Korah. Hear now, you sons of Levi, which that part is in our text. Is it a small thing to you that Yahuwah of Israel has separated you from the congregation of Israel to bring you near to himself, to do the service of Yahuwah's tabernacle, and to stand before the congregation to minister to them, and that he has brought you near, and all your brothers, the sons of Levi, with you? Do you seek the priesthood also? Therefore you and all your company have gathered together against Yahuwah. What is Aaron that you complain against him? So 12, 13. Yep. And Moses sent to Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, which said, We will not come up. Is it a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of the land that floweth with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, except thou makest thyself altogether a prince over us? So they refer to Egypt as the land flowing with milk and honey. 14. Moreover, you haven't brought us into a land flowing with milk and honey, nor given us inheritance of fields and vineyards. Will you put out the eyes of these men? We won't come up. Moses was very angry and said to Yahuwah, Don't respect their offering. I have not taken one donkey from them, neither have I hurt one of them. Moses said to Korah, You and all your company go before Yahuwah, you and they and Aaron tomorrow. 16. And take every man his censer and put incense in them, and bring you before Yahuwah every man his censer, 250 censers. Thou also and Aaron, each of you his censer. And they took every man his censer and put fire in them, and laid incense thereon, and stood in the door of the tabernacle of the congregation with Moses and Aaron. And Korah gathered all the congregation against them unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the glory of Yahuwah appeared unto all the congregation. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, Separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. And they fell upon their faces and said, O Yahuwah, the Elohim of the spirits of all flesh, Shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation? And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the congregation, saying, Get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And Moses rose up and went unto Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. And he spake unto the congregation, saying, Depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest you be consumed in all their sins. So they got up from the tabernacle of Korah and Dathan and Abiram on every side. And Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives and their sons and their little children. And Moses said, Hereby you shall know that Yahuwah hath sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of mine own mind. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then Yahuwah hath not sent me. But if Yahuwah make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth, and swallow them up with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then you shall understand that these men have provoked Yahuwah. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them, and the earth opened her mouth, and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appertain unto Korah, and all their goods. They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them. For they said, Lest the earth swallow us up also. And there came out a fire from Yahuwah, and consumed the 250 men that offered incense. Woo! So we got verse 47 here. Samaritan Pentateuch ends at 35. So, what's up with that? 17, speaking to Eliezer. Okay, so chapter 17 continues on where 16 stops in the Samaritan Pentateuch. 35. The Brenton Septuagint. Devoured that offered incense. Ends at the same spot. Thompson does not. 30. KJV does not. So Thompson looked at that. So Brenton and Pentateuch stops there, and the Dead Sea Scrolls continues on. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, that he take up the censers out of the burning, and scatter thou the fire yonder, for they are hallowed. The censers of these sinners against their own souls, let them make them broad plates for a covering of the altar, for they offer them before Yahuwah. Therefore they are hallowed, and they shall be a sign unto the children of Israel. And Eleazar son of Aaron the priest took the brazen censers wherewith they that were burnt had offered, and they were made broad plates for a covering of the altar, to be a memorial unto the children of Israel, that no stranger which is not of the seed of Aaron come near to offer incense before Yahuwah, that he be not as Korah and as his company, as Yahuwah said to him by the hand of Moses. But on the morrow all the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, saying, You have killed the people of Yahuwah. And it came to pass, when the congregation was gathered against Moses and against Aaron, that they looked toward the tabernacle of the congregation, and behold, the cloud covered it, and the glory of Yahuwah appeared. And Moses and Aaron came before the tabernacle of the congregation. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, Get you up from among this congregation, that I may consume them as in a moment. And they fell upon their faces. Aaron did as Moses said, and ran in the middle of the assembly. And and Moses said unto Aaron, Take a censer and put fire therein from off the altar, and put it on incense, and go quickly into the congregation, and make an atonement for them, for there is wrath gone out from Yahuwah, the plague is begun. And Aaron took as Moses commanded, and ran into the midst of the congregation. Aaron did as Moses said, and ran into the middle of the assembly. The plague had already begun among the people. He put on the incense and made atonement for the people. He stood between the dead and the living, and the plague was stayed. Now those who died by the plague were 14,700. In addition to those who died about the matter of Korah, Aaron returned to Moses to the door of the tent of meeting, and the plague was stopped. Plague was stayed, so 2 more verses. And door of the tent of meeting. That's kind of confusing. So he stood between the dead and the living. Plague was stayed. Now they that died in the plague were 14,700, beside them that died about the matter of Korah. And Aaron returned unto Moses into the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. The plague was stayed. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and take of every one of them a rod according to the house of their fathers. That would be, that's chapter 17. No, not 17. Yeah, 17. Kind of confusing. Yep, so Dead Sea Scrolls. Well, that's what they peg it. They probably went by the numbering of the KJV. Could have very well matched the Septuagint or the Pentateuch. So we got 2:16. This would be 17. Right. Happy Sabbath, Shelby. So we got 17. Number 17, scroll 4Q27. Yahuwah spake to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and take rods from them, 1 for each father's house, of all their princes, according to their father's houses, 12 rods. Write each man's name on his rod. We got a lot more than 18. So, each man's rod. Thou shalt write Aaron's name upon the rod of Levi, for 1 rod shall be for the head of the house of their fathers, and thou shalt lay them up in the tabernacle of the congregation before the testimony where I will meet with you. And it shall come to pass that the man's rod whom I shall choose shall blossom, and I will make to cease from me the murmurings of the children of Israel, whereby they murmur against you. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel, and every one of their princes gave him a rod apiece, for each prince 1 according to their fathers' houses, even 12 rods, and the rod of Aaron was among their rods. And Moses laid up the rods before Yahuwah in the tabernacle of witness. And it came to pass that on the morrow Moses went into the tabernacle of witness, and behold, the rod of Aaron for the house of Levi was budded, and brought forth buds, and bloomed blossoms, and yielded almonds. And Moses brought out all the rods from before the house Yahuwah unto the children of Israel, and they looked, and took every man his rod. And Yahuwah said unto Moses, Bring Aaron's rod again before the testimony, to be kept for a token against the rebels, and thou shalt quite take away their murmurings from me, that they die not. And Moses did so, as Yahuwah commanded him, so did he. And the children of Israel spake unto Moses, saying, Behold, we die, we perish, we all perish. Whosoever cometh anything near unto the tabernacle of Yahuwah shall die. Shall we be consumed with dying? 17. 17 goes to, shall we be consumed with dying? So 17 ends there, and okay, so they line back up at 18. Kind of confusion there. Yahuwah said unto Aaron, So, 18 lines back up. Yep. 18. Cool. So 8:32. I'll be right back. Give me just 1 second. 1 minute. do 18 and I'll be turned up. Alright. Okay, not a second, more like a minute, couple minutes. Alright, Numbers chapter 18. Go to verse 8. And Yahuwah said unto Aaron, Thou and thy sons and thy father's house with thee shall bear the iniquity of the sanctuary, and thou and thy sons with thee shall bear the iniquity of your priesthood, and thy brethren also of the tribe of Levi, the tribe of thy father, bring thou with thee, that they may be joined unto thee, and minister unto thee. But thou and thy sons with thee shall minister before the tabernacle of witness, and they shall keep thy charge and the charge of all the tabernacle. Only they shall not come nigh the vessels of the sanctuary and the altar, that neither they nor ye also die. And they shall be joined unto thee, and keep the charge of the tabernacle of the congregation, for all the service of the tabernacle, and a stranger shall not come nigh unto you. And you shall keep the charge of the sanctuary and the charge of the altar, that there be no wrath any more upon the children of Israel. And I, behold, I have taken your brethren the Levites from among the children of Israel. To you they are given as a gift for Yahuwah, to do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. Therefore thou and thy sons with thee shall keep your priest office for everything of the altar and within the veil, and you shall serve. I have given your priest office unto you as a service of gift, and the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death. And Numbers 18, scroll 2Q9. Yahuwah spake to Aaron, Behold, I myself have given you the command of my wave offerings, even all the holy things of the children of Israel. I have given them to you by reason of the anointing, and to your sons as a portion forever. This shall be yours of the most holy things from the fire, every offering of theirs, even every meal offering of theirs, and every sin offering of theirs, and every trespass offering of theirs, which they shall render to me, shall be most holy for you and for your sons. And 25. So 10. In the most holy place shalt thou eat it, every male shall eat it. It shall be holy unto thee, and this is thine, the heave offering of their gift, with all the wave offerings of the children of Israel. I have given them unto thee, and to thy sons, and to thy daughters with thee, by a statute forever. Every one that is clean, and thy house shall eat of it. All the best of the oil, and all the best of the wine, and of the wheat, the firstfruits of them which they shall offer unto Yahuwah, them have I given thee. And whatsoever is first ripe in the land, which they shall bring unto Yahuwah, shall be thine. Every one that is clean in thine house shall eat of it. Everything devoted in Israel shall be thine. Everything that openeth the matrix in all flesh, which they bring unto Yahuwah, whether it be of men or beasts, shall be thine. Nevertheless, the firstborn of man shalt thou surely redeem, and the firstling of unclean beasts shalt thou redeem, and those that are to be redeemed from a month old shalt thou redeem, according to thine estimation, for the money of 5 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, which is 20 gerahs. But the firstling of a cow, or the firstling of a sheep, or the firstling of a goat, thou shalt not redeem, they are holy. Thou shalt sprinkle their blood upon the altar, and shalt burn their fat for an offering made by fire, for a sweet savor unto Yahuwah. 25. And the flesh of them shall be thine, as the wave breast and as the right shoulder are thine. All the heave offerings of the holy things which the children of Israel offer unto Yahuwah have I given thee, and thy sons and thy daughters with thee, by a statute forever. It is a covenant of salt forever before Yahuwah unto thee and to thy seed with thee. There that is again. Very interesting. Salted. Goes in Mark 9. He's talking about breaking the commandments, where the worm dieth not and the fire is not quenched. If thy eye offend thee, pluck it out. It is better for thee to enter into the kingdom of Yahuwah with one eye, than having 2 eyes be cast into hell fire, where the worm dieth not and the fire is not quenched. For every one shall be salted with fire. And I think the Holy Spirit and his laws likened unto fire. And every sacrifice shall be salted with salt. Salt is good, but if the salt has lost its saltiness, wherewith will you season it? Have salt in yourselves and have peace one with another. Matthew 5:11. Blessed are you when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savour, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, his law is also light, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Ezekiel 16. Washed in water that was not salted at all. So, by statute forever, it is a covenant of salt forever, before Yahuwah unto thee and to thy seed with thee. And Yahuwah spake unto Aaron, Thou shalt have no inheritance in their land, neither shalt thou have any part among them. I am thy part, and thine inheritance among the children of Israel. And behold, I have given the children of Levi all the tenth in Israel for an inheritance, for their service which they serve, even the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. Neither must the children of Israel henceforth come nigh the tabernacle of the congregation, lest they bear sin and die. But the Levites shall do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, and they shall bear their iniquity. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations, that among the children of Israel they have no inheritance, but the tithes of the children of Israel, which they offer as a heave offering unto Yahuwah, I have given to the Levites to inherit. Therefore I have said unto them, among the children of Israel they shall have no inheritance. 25. This is from scroll 4Q27. Yahuwah spake to Moses, saying, Moreover you shall speak to the Levites, and tell them, when you take of the children of Israel the tithe which I have given you from them for your inheritance, then you shall offer up a wave offering of it for Yahuwah, a tithe of the tithe. Your wave offering shall be credited to you as though it were the grain of the threshing floor, and as the fullness of the winepress. Thus you shall offer a wave offering to Yahuwah of all your tithes which you receive of the children of Israel, and of it you shall give Yahuwah's wave offering to Aaron the priest. Out of all your gifts you shall offer every wave offering to Yahuwah of all its best parts, even the holy part of it. Therefore you shall tell them, when you heave its best from it, then it shall be credited to you as your wave offering. Numbers 18. Verse 30. Reckon to the Levites. Reckon to the Levites. Counted to the Levites. So the Dead Sea Scrolls says, when you heave its best from it, then it shall be credited to you as your wave offering. Not the Levites, to you. As the increase of the threshing floor and as the increase of the winepress. You may eat them anywhere, you and your households, for it is your reward in return for your service in the tent of meeting. I guess it would be, it would be the Levites, but it says here you. So I guess the translators probably put Levites in there so people wouldn't get confused. That's probably what happened. Yep. You shall bear no sin by reason of it when you have heaved from its best. Your service in the tent of meeting, the Levites. You shall not profane the holy things of the children of Israel, that you not die. So, interesting. Got through a good bit there. So, all right. I think I'm going to end it there. Happy Sabbath again. And I hope this was helpful and a blessing to somebody.